welcome back to Ozarks Live. All right, let's go back out to the History Museum on the square to see what Tom is up to now.
Yeah, Tom, what do you have for us this time?
What I have for you, what I'm going to start out with is it's a little factoid about Springfield that John Sellers here, who I'm with, just kind of revealed to me. It's this picture right up here. These are the kind of things you can learn at the museum here. This picture right up here, and John, you called it the Hubris Hotel. Explain that.
They built a big, beautiful hotel next to the depot in North Springfield when the railroad came to town. Well, the city of Springfield wasn't allowing them to have a bigger hotel in North Springfield.
Yeah.
So they built the Metropolitan.
The Metropolitan.
Metropolitan Hotel.
Because North Springfield was
not going to play.
See, again, those are the things that you can learn at the History Museum. Of course, it helps to know John. That's it. Okay, we're going to get back to the exhibit that you have on right now. And it's all about what? Order up.
It's order up. It's all about places to eat along Route 66.
Okay, and you mentioned, you know, one that still exists, of course, is Steak and Shake.
Right.
And people tend to think of that, the diner, this.
Right. Quick food.
But
Quick
we mentioned very quickly, there was fine dining.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
You have some exhibits.
We've got
right
some
here.
wonderful menus here from the Hotel Moran. We've got menus from the Colonial Coffee Shop and also from the Colonial Restaurant. And just amazing the variety of menu items that they had. And of course the prices you could get. Let's just see here. Reuben sandwich was $1.25. Or you could get onion rings, 50 cents, all kinds of things.
And this was some of the finer dining in the area.
Absolutely. And then moving on.
One thing our videographer noticed that I didn't pick up, everybody had their own matchbooks.
Oh, yeah.
That given to you like that quickly.
Yeah, always on the tables.
All right, and then we're going to move down a little bit.
We move down a little bit. There's pictures of all of these places. Manhattan Dinner House, that building is still there.
Okay.
It's on Glenstone across the street from the Rail Haven. It's a sign shop now.
Oh, okay.
But that's the Manhattan Dinner House.
Right across from Rail Haven.
Very plush
Hotel.
dinner house.
All right. I'm seeing guest checks.
Oh yeah, these are little stories that tell about the different items that are in these cases. And then here's hers, the gravel bar, and also the luncheon menu from upstairs in the garden room.
And look at these pictures.
Oh yeah, beautiful. I mean, upscale. All the waitresses dressed just alike, and everything set up in the garden room. And then the Kentwood Arms down there on the end, and the Kentwood Arms china there in the case.
Yes.
So you can see everything that was to offer, and it was offered in a really top-notch, upscale way.
Well, you know, and I mentioned this, when you look at the pictures, there's not a T-shirt or a pair of blue jeans or sneakers in any of those.
Everybody had a tie on.
Yeah.
Everybody.
All the men wore ties, and they probably had hats somewhere near them as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you have a place setting here. This is sweet right here.
Yeah. This is all part of from the garden room. Don't eat the shrimp. You have to watch.
Complete with chandelier.
That's right.
And everything.
Crystal chandelier lit up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we've got, it's just amazing, the variety, the prices, and the significance that some of these places played over the course of time. It's truly amazing.
Well, I'm thinking about, the stars that came into this area, the fine actors and musicians, and they all sat at one or many of these places.
Yeah.
So history is all around us, which is, again, what the History Museum is about. What are your upcoming exhibits that you're going to be having?
We're working on that now. We haven't defined it yet, but it's going to tell a progressive story so that at the 100th anniversary in 2026, we'll tell the story of Route 66. Take all these myriad pieces that we'll do each fall and put them together into a really big exhibit that'll tell a lot more and add to our Route 66 gallery that we have upstairs perpetually, that's all the time.
Right. And the thing is, when you take a look at, just the dining places that were all around us on Route 66, it really does give an emphasis as to why this was called the Mother Road. It really sustained people all across the country.
No question, yeah. Places to stay, places to eat, even the service stations. We're talking about maybe doing one of the series on just the service stations and the things that they offered. I mean, when you pulled into one of them, people were at your car filling up.
Not person,
yeah,
people.
People filling it up with gas, wiping the windshield, taking care of everything, all the needs of that vehicle and the people in it.
Yeah, and this is a great exhibit. I mean, I recommend it highly. You'll just look around and you will go, oh, yeah, I remember that. How long will this exhibit be?
This will be up till November.
Okay.
Yep, and we're open Wednesday through Saturday from 10 to 5, and then on Sunday from 1 to 5. Love to have people come by and see us.
You need to come by. History Museum on the Square. John, thank you,
You
as
bet.
always.
Anytime.
Back to you guys.
Tom, when you hear about these older restaurants, do you find yourself just like going back in time in your head and wondering, you know, how people were dressed and what the food tasted like and how they used to plate it up compared to now?
You do, actually. I mean, I was even talking to John about this because I look at these pictures and I go, these were here when I was here. I remember going into hers. I do remember that, you know, so yes, it takes you back, and anyone who comes here who has lived with any of this, you know, that the History Museum is about, you always get pulled back into that feeling and remembering the way people dressed, how they greeted each other, what they drove, what they ate, what was popular, everything. That's part and parcel with coming here and seeing exhibits like these.